Is that a monkey?
Well, we have had the legend of King Kong in the movies since the 1933 classic came into our lives over 80 years ago, and has been remade in various forms ever since as the ultimate monster movie of our dreams. Some of the remakes more like nightmares. The last big one from Peter Jackson in 2005 really was just overlong, almost 3 hours, and took way too long to get to the good stuff. Well, now we have the latest, Kong, Skull Island, and this one knows exactly what it's doing if you're a monster movie lover. The director is Jordan Vogt-Roberts, who has done, to my knowledge, a small picture that I loved called The Kings of Summer. Did not prepare me for this big-scale epic monster movie that really harkens back to those Saturday matinee kind of fun movies.
Is that a monkey?
What the hell is that? Somebody talk to me, man. Turn right heading 205.
This one reminds you of any number of movies you've seen, but it's got its own beat, its own style. What I loved about it is the immediate sense of adventure it has. It reminded me of the old Jules Verne movies that I loved, like A Journey to the Center of the Earth, Mysterious Island, and, of course, Jurassic Park and all of its incarnations, too. It's got a bit of that going. As we see this expedition travel toward this previously uncharted island shrouded in fog known as Skull Island, and we know that is where the origins of Kong lay. Now, this movie also harkens back to the 70s and the end of the Vietnam War, and that is what sets the story in motion when John Goodman convinces the Nixon administration to let him lead a small expedition to explore this one area that is so key that he thinks he can discover some very needed information by doing it. So they set off, and that's what will remind you of a classic Vietnam set movie, Apocalypse Now. You almost expect Marlon Brando to be on this island somewhere, but it ain't Brando this time. It's Kong and all these other monsters that will turn up and start chomping at the bit for these humans who have now walked into all of this. It's just a lot of fun with this whole mix. It's got a little bit of politics, some wry humor, and all of that you might expect in something as accomplished as this movie wants to be on its own terms. Just pure fun for fans of this kind of genre in this movie. And the cast is terrific. As I mentioned, John Goodman is here, and he's great in everything lately. I love him. Tom Hiddleston is the requisite handsome black ops officer. The girl in this is Brie Larson, Oscar winner for Room. She is a combat photographer along for the ride here. There's Samuel L. Jackson. He is the main nemesis of everyone. He is a bitter lieutenant colonel who's out to right the wrongs. He thinks Vietnam was a big loss, and he wants to prove that we can make something out of it. And so he's out actually ultimately to get Kong. But the guy that steals this picture lock, stock, and barrel, I think everybody who sees it will agree, is John C. Reilly. He's so amusing. He plays a World War II veteran who got stuck, crash landed into this island and presumed dead, but has been there ever since, getting along with the few natives on the island and knowing the legend of Kong and everything around there. He gives all these dire warnings that are unheeded, but he really steals this movie.
The crash site's just on the other side of this valley. We'll cross through and make it to the highest point west.
This place is a real no-no, sir.
We need to be going to the north side right now.
And you welcome to do that, my man. By yourself.
Anyway, there's other great cast members too. The special effects are to die for. There's a lot of people that we'll see come and go in fun ways if you like watching monsters eat humans. And of course, it's got those classic one-on-one monster battles too that we so love. This movie really has it all for this kind of film, and I highly recommend it. I had a great time. I thought I was a kid again. Kong Skull Island, it's in good hands, and I say, go.